Alright, welcome to my day 97 progression guide. So for today, we did not get a level increase. So most likely, I'm thinking we're probably going to get one tomorrow, at the latest Wednesday. So starting out, you want to go to your artificial island, and then you want to go to build, and then you want to hit claim, because remember, you can only hold your resources for 24 hours. On top of that, since we got a new week, all of our enemies responded, so you want to make sure you go around and do that. And of course, you want to check the exchange store, so that way you can go ahead and buy your weekly item. Next, you want to do Mia's Kitchen, and you want to knock out your 4 bounties for the day. Next, we got Vitality, starting with joint operations. So for today, we got access to bracers, chests, and a Shiro matrix. On top of that, we can also do the end game. So these aren't the greatest dungeons, and personally for me, I think I'm going to do the end game, which brings us to interstellar exploration. So of course, you want to check Vera, and you want to also check Aspera, so that way you can see all your stargates, and you want to see if you have any level 3 stargates. And how you can tell is if this weapon battery category has a 3, but if it has a 2, it's a level 2 stargate. But if you don't have any level 3s or level 2s, you can always do dimensional trials. And if you need money, you could always do space-time domains. But again, it's not a bad idea to go ahead and get maxed omnium beacons once you need to push towards level 80. Next, we have our optionals, so where you can give gifts to your 1.0 characters, and the best way to do that is to go to the black market, see this island and do the claw machine, and knock out your 2 trainings for the day. But what is not optional is you want to do your 6 Funzones, and knock out your 6 Greyspace fishers. And if you need help on how to do that, I got a guide on my channel. But with the new week, that means we have Clare's Dream machine, so you want to make sure you go around, kill enemies, open up boxes, password chests, and even probably look for machine parts, so that way you can get your 7 Clares for the week. And if you enjoy these daily guides, I would greatly appreciate a like, so that way these can spread more on YouTube. Then we got the weekly tab. You want to make sure you do enough things down here, so that way you can get everything up top, which brings us to our challenges. Now, if you're trying to do something like the Bygone Phantasm or Frontier Clash, you might want to save your attempts, so that way you can power yourself up, starting with the Bygone Phantasm. So unfortunately, someone stayed up later than me, and they were able to knock me out of 2nd place, so I got 3rd place for this week. And looking at this week, it might be pretty tough. We already got some people that are on floor 380, so if they have a good sequential team, it's going to be a little rough. So I might be getting somewhere between 1st to 3rd place. We'll just have to wait and see. Again, I recommend that you take advantage of this weapon bonus. So if you see a good weapon bonus, you want to hit this sneak to next level. And as long as your CS is high enough, you can go up 11 levels as long as you can beat that floor. But after that, you want to take a look at sequential phantasm and try to get the highest score possible, because this is going to really determine your rank. Void Risk, we got another attempt today, so we want to go ahead and knock that out, so that way you got that chance for that matrix. Wormhole, we have 4 days left to complete this, so if you're strong enough to complete the wormhole, you want to make sure you do that. And the raids. Now, most likely we're going to get a level increase this week. I'm thinking either tomorrow or Wednesday, so you want to make sure that you save at least 1 raid attempt, because like how I mentioned last week, ideally you want to do the heroic mode of the first 2, and we want to get that level increase and do the heroic mode of Shattered Realm, so that way we can get the most crystal fragments possible. Frontier Clash, it looks like Flame is the one that got hurt this week, so basically for those ice users or those vote users, it's going to be your week. Apex League, if you're trying to reach Grand Marshal, you might want to put a couple hours in each day. Next, we got our daily buys, so you want to go to shop, hunt, then buy your 2 vitality solutions. Now, this is only if you can afford it. On top of that, since it's a new week, and again, I only recommend this for whales, maybe dolphins, you can get your proof of purchase box, which brings us to the commissary, starting with the Crystal Dust store. So you want to make sure you buy your advancement modules, your booster modules, and your Vera special gift. Then when it comes to your potent omnium crystal, you could pass unless you're getting very close to reaching that 8.1 suppressor. Then you can kind of determine if you should buy these or not. But when it comes to your golden crystal dust, I recommend that you buy boots. If you have a good pair of boots, then I recommend that you get hand guards. And if you have a good pair of hand guards, then you can get whatever else you want. FaceTime store. Now again, I recommend that you save your purple crystal fragments till 2.1. But when it comes to your golden crystal fragments, essentially you're just using that to buy combat engine. Crew store. Now the only thing you should be spending your points on are relic shards, and the relics that I recommend are either space-time rift, unless you have a level 3, or omnium shield. And how you get crew points is by doing your daily donations and knocking out your 4 missions for the week. And since it's a new week, that means we got another box, so let's see if I can get some dark crystals. Nice, dark crystals. Support store. You want to make sure you buy your 3 joint supply chips for the week, and if you can, try to get the golden nucleus and proof of purchase for the week. And if you need help on how to get return support points, I got a guide on my channel. Point store. Now, the only thing I recommend that you do is get a Aspera special gifts, so that way you don't have to do training, black market, or see this island again. But if you also need to level up your matrices or weapons, you could consider getting matrix data packs or weapon batteries. That's not a bad move as well. But besides that, I just recommend that you explore Vera. Go ahead and try to knock all this out, so that way when you get to the next patch, you don't have to worry about exploring this, and you can just focus on all the new stuff in the next patch. Well, hopefully you guys enjoyed this. If so, feel free to check out my Saki rolls, but other than that, talk to you guys later.